At that time, Venerable Atisa was invited into Tibet by Yeseo and his nephew Jen Chapal. He remained there for 17 years, during which he organized the sacred teachings, gave extensive Dharma instructions, and compiled ritual practices. In short, in the land of snow, Tibet, the Dharma was restored. The early dissemination of the teaching refers to the time when Padmas and Bava entered Tibet. The Dharma was established by Santarakshita and Padmas and Bava, who were invited by the Tibetan king Trisomnetsen to set the teachings in order. Around that time, Princess Wenzhen of China was married into Tibet. Along with her came a Chinese monk named Mo He-yin, who attempted to challenge Tibetan Buddhism through debate. Mo He-yin was an important monk of the northern school of Tan Buddhism in China, which advocated the teaching of gradual enlightenment. After losing the sudden gradual debate to the southern school of Tan Buddhism that promoted sudden enlightenment, and as the northern school declined in China, Mo He-yin moved to the Dunhuang region to continue his teaching. He was later invited by the Tibetan king Trisomnetsen to teach in Lhasa. However, during his mission in Tibet, Mo He-yin surprisingly changed to the sudden enlightenment approach, contrary to his own school's gradual method. Attempting to reform Tibetan Buddhism, this ultimately led to the Great Council of Lhasa. By that time, Padmasambhava, the great master from India, had already departed. Following the death of Master Santarakshita, his disciple Kamalasela was subsequently invited from India to Tibet to engage in debate with Mo He-yin. It was Kamalasila who prevailed over Mo He-yin in debate, leading the Tibetan king Trisomnetsen to endorse the gradual path which became the foundation of Tibetan Buddhism. To truly comprehend the Dharma, one must engage in extensive analysis. Only through profound discernment can one realize the essence of the Dharma. Master Kamalasila composed the stages of meditation, which elucidate the foundation, the path, and enlightenment. First, one establishes the view and practices the path correctly, and ultimately attains enlightenment. He definitively clarified the Buddha's profound intention, and his contributions were invaluable. The later dissemination of the teaching to Tibet is primarily attributed to the Venerable Atisha. He arrived in Tibet in the 10th century. At that time, some practitioners and yogis who regarded themselves as highly accomplished insisted that Vajrayana practice did not require the foundational training of Sutrayana. This misconception seriously undermined the integrity of Tibetan Buddhist practice, as it disregarded the sequential structure of the path and abandoned the fast conduct of the Bodhisattva. After arriving in Tibet, Venerable Atisha eradicated all such wrong views, those that rejected the necessity of exoteric teachings, or those mixed with non-Buddhist beliefs. He eliminated these deviant interpretations by composing treatises and giving teachings to propagate the authentic Dharma. The profound kindness of Atisha pervaded all beings of Tibet. His contributions to the land of snows were immeasurable. Without Atisha, Tibet would have been lost, overwhelmed by the forces of heterodox belief. Even though Padmasambhava and Santarakshita had previously worked to transform Tibet, they were unable to fully eradicate these corrupt influences. Venerable Atisha not only had the ability to subdue demons through spiritual powers, but he also taught the Dharma, nurtured disciples, and systematized the rituals. He purified and restored the Dharma in Tibet, enabling a clean foundation. Only because of this could a great master such as Tsongkhapa appear later. This concludes the contributions of Venerable Atisa in Tibet.